So here is the 95X micro drone, and I've got to say right off the bat, it looks a lot like the AR Fun Pro that we just reviewed. The form factor is very similar, the camera angle is very similar, the arms are a lot wider, and they might be as thick. Now don't get me wrong, it is different than the AR Fun Pro. There is some difference to the design. It's not the same frame, this is not a clone, but the internal guts might be exactly the same from the looks of it. I think it probably has the same guts, which is a good thing because the motors are the same size. These are 1104 7500s, same way, nice and tall. The camera mount is probably more aggressive. That looks really, really nice. It's kind of interesting. The VTX antenna is on the back, even though the camera combo unit is on the front. They've run the cable all the way to the back and stuck it out the back. And I don't normally want these to be side by side. I don't know if that's going to affect performance or not. We do have a JST connection, which I think is unfortunate. I want an XT30 on here, but the wires seem to be plenty big in this case. What else do we have here? This comes as a FreeSky, Spectrum, or Futaba option, so that's really interesting. There's no FlySky option. If you get one of those, if you have a FlySky, you're going to have to work that out on your own. It's a 600 TVL camera, so that should be standard. 25 milliwatt transmitter, so it's standard as much as I would like. Although with this receiver is probably not going to be good enough to make a big difference. So I think these are paired okay. In some of these where I have, say, an XM or an XM Plus, then I want more range. Then I want a more powerful transmitter because I'm going to be able to fly further. In this case, these are probably paired as long as this doesn't end up causing a problem because they're side by side. Nice flat bottom. I appreciate that after dealing with the Lizard. That's one thing I don't like at the Lizard is that textured bottom, and it's really hard to get batteries to stick. I have a lot of problems with that. Will not have that problem at all here. It's supposed to come preloaded with Betaflight, and this is BLHeli S ESCs that are supposedly able to take 4S. 4S! Yeah, we'll see. This is not going to take 4S. But then it goes so nicely in this case. This is so nice. One last thing before I fly it. I want to see what happens now with the props on and putting it in this case. Can I leave the props on and have it fit in here? I mean, that's really, it has to, right? Or else there's no point. It's not looking good. No, that doesn't look good. Yeah, oh, I don't want to bend the props. Oh, I bent a prop. So yeah, that theory is awesome. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Okay, so we've got the first 2S charge. We're just gonna do a line of sight test. Make sure everything works as anticipated. That's pretty smooth. No problem there. Punch out. It's pretty quick. It was a pretty quick punch out for a 2S. The problem is it's about the weight of a Lizard and it's a power of a AR Fun. So let's see if the combination. Horizon mode works well. See if I can see it. Yeah? Get a little closer here. Oh. Don't know what happened there. Let's try it again. So the props got a little bit out of shape, but other than that, it was just fine. What I want to do is take a little D out of these and see. It's super windy, so it's not totally fair. But in order to do that, and I can do it without connecting it to Clean Flight, and I can do that without connecting it to Betaflight. So what I'm going to do is put my throttle right in the middle and push all the way left, and then push my right stick up, and that'll put me in this menu. So what I want to do is go into Profile and go under PIDs. So I'm going to just turn the Roll D and the Pitch D down by 5, which is probably too much. Y'all, I'm not worried about. And then we'll connect out and go out. We'll try that again. Still hear some jello. Yep, that wasn't enough. It's better though, I think. Definitely improved. Not fixed, but improved. 6.5 volts. I'm still in stable mode. It's beeping like crazy because of the voltage. So same problem, where it's not necessarily a problem with the so I've got the same problem with this that I did with some of the others, where the batteries, I think, just can't take it. So I'm gonna practice landing here in air mode, because I so min battery was 6.4 volts, which isn't terrible, but I'm still at 7.4 volts. So these batteries in the connector just can't take it. Okay, I feel like I say this every time I fly, but it's ridiculously windy out here. So we're gonna try a 3S flight. Now I am able to arm without a problem. Whoa, it's so jittery, it's probably unflyable. It's probably just gonna fall out of the sky. I'm at like quarter throttle, and it's so jello-y. So jello-y. Now, the voltage has nothing to do with the jello. It's just shaking constantly. So yeah, totally unflyable on 3S. Not because of the battery, but because of the PIDs. So the default PIDs just don't work. So just so you know, this is one that right out of the box, actually all of these micros, the Lizard had the problems, I almost forget about them. The Lizard had problems, I had to soft mount that. This might need that same type of fix. Oh yeah, and it's in air mode. So yeah, it definitely needs some work in order to get flying, but that's for the next try. So preliminary results of the SPC 95X, which is also a mouthful. Lots of jello needs to be worked out. Same problem with these stupid connectors. I don't know why they use these. I'm gonna sort this out, and this problem's gonna go away here very shortly, because this is gonna get an XT30 on it also. From there, we'll see if that's enough. How much of a difference does that make? And then we're gonna have to do some PID tuning, because I'm really encouraged about this model. I think it's a really good design. I think it has some of the advantages of the AR Fun Pro, but a much stronger frame. So I think this thing is literally indestructible. I can't imagine much on this breaking. One thing I did notice, extra detail. For better or worse, they have liquid electrical taped the wire motors, so they can't short out. So there's not going to be any shorting them out, but there's also not going to be really any replacing them. But this is a pretty standard design, so if you have to replace that board, you'll be able to. Just good luck replacing a wire on this one. LEDs are great. I didn't have any problems that I could tell. From these being next to each other. That design seemed to work pretty well. Handled the crashes without a problem. Everything seemed really, really good on it, except for the jello, which I think I can work out. May have to soft mount the motors. Or may be able to just do it with PID tuning. I'm probably going to try maybe both. I don't think this is going to be as fast as the AR Fun Pro, but that's partially due to how thin and light everything is on it. It's designed for lightweight speed. This is designed with a little more mass to it. Still less than the Lizard though, and a lot more compact design, traditional design than the Lizard.